With a scrap value of over £1,000 per tonne or more, lead has become a common target for thieves, in particular lead flashings on roofs. The good news is that there's a readily available alternative to lead that's been developed specifically for building applications and has no scrap value, so it's of no interest to thieves. Ubiflex is made by coating both sides of an aluminium mesh with a mixture of modified bitumen and additives. The underside is finished with a craft paper and film backing. On the top surface, granules are applied in colours that complement traditional building materials. In fact, the lead grey Ubiflex looks a lot like lead from a few feet away. Ubiflex is also malleable like lead, allowing it to be formed into an infinite variety of shapes. But it's 80% lighter and up to 50% quicker to install. So let's go on site to see what we mean. Ubiflex is widely used on new build, refurbishment and lead replacement projects. In this case, a lead flashing that has failed is being replaced with Ubiflex. First, the old lead flashing is removed and the roof is measured. For this application, 150mm wide Ubiflex is suitable, but it comes on roll widths up to 1 metre if required. It can be cut using a Stanley knife or, in this case, snips. Where the old lead was removed, the mortar joint has been cleaned out to allow 30mm of the Ubiflex to be inserted into the joint. The Ubiflex is secured using wedges and then roughly dressed into shape. This can be done by hand or with lead dressing tools. Unlike lead, it can be installed in full roll lengths up to 12 meters, as thermal expansion is minimal. However, for this job, the installers have chosen to use 2 equal lengths with a 150mm lap for ease of handling. As well as being much lighter than lead, Ubiflex is also non-toxic, so health and safety on site is improved. And it's a sustainable material that can be recycled. Once both lengths have been secured, the complete flashing can now be dressed more thoroughly to follow the profile of the tiles or slates. Unlike lead, Ubiflex can be worked and even folded again and again without risk of damage, so the dressing process is easier. When the dressing has been completed, the Ubiflex can be lifted at the front edge to allow a bead of Ubink's high-tack adhesive to be applied to the roof. The Ubiflex is then pressed down onto this to secure the front edge of the flashing and form a waterproof seal. This also provides resistance to wind uplift. In controlled tests at the Building Research Establishment, Ubiflex flashings have resisted wind speeds of up to 110 miles per hour, and the system carries BBA certification and NHBC approval. So now that the front edge has been sealed, all that remains is to run a bead of Ubink's gap seal into the mortar joint to finish the installation. This job took about 2 hours from arriving on site to completing the flashing, and the finish looks really good. Detailing is easy with Ubiflex, as you can see. Another job well done with Ubiflex. As well as being easy to install, Ubiflex is extremely versatile. You can use it for most kinds of waterproofing applications, from flashings on walls and chimneys, to flat roof upstands, side abutments, vertical tile and slate-hung walls, valley liners and more. So why use lead? Use Ubiflex instead.